CNT140 fiber optic cabling lab. We're working on part 4 with our fiber optic qualification tester. In our first lab, we took our fiber cable. We used the visual fault locator to look for a fault in the cable. Second part, we used the fiber optic scope to check the ends of our cable. Third part, we did the power meter, looking for, the link that had too much attenuation, too much signal loss. This time we're going to use a meter like this. Now this is a qualification tester. It's not a certifier. This is a qualification tester. This is kind of like a continuity meter for fiber optic, like you've been using with your twisted pair cabling. It's along that line. This allows us to hook up a fiber optic cable. And if you take a look here, this actually does have a copper port, but it also has an SFP slot for a fiber connection. And this is a LC fiber small form pluggable SFP module that's in there, and my remote end has the same thing. There's a copper, but there's also the fiber SFP there. So that allows us to take our cable, and this could be a patch cable between two devices, but this could be the cable going between two closets as well. That allows us to take this cable and connect it in and check it for, are we getting a full link across here? Now you'll notice I've changed our cable this time. This is actually a multi-mode patch cable, but it's an LC. These are LC connectors on each end. So this is an LC cable. This is a lot more like you would have in closets today. All right, I'm going to connect my cable into my meter here, and you'll notice that with the LC fiber, there's a clip around them, so I don't have to worry about getting my polarity wrong. So I'm connecting it into our meter. Once that I have it in my meter, I'm making sure that I do have it set for fiber, which I do. It's actually down here at 850 nanometers. That's the light source across my multi-mode fiber. And I should be able to, now that I have all that set up, literally just hit run. And it's going to do two tests on here. It's going to check for a link between the two. And you'll notice this is blinking over here, receiving the light. And then it's also going to check the performance of. So if I take a look here, I should hopefully see up at the top, I do see some activity lights showing light moving across that cable. So it's checking for a, there we go, it's working on it. There we go, we're seeing the lights up there, trying to move a signal across both wire pairs. It has 1,000 base connection. It did a link established in 1,000 base, and the cable performance passed, and it's actually showing signal going across both wire pairs. I should say both fibers, not wire pairs, both fibers. So in this case, if I were checking this cable for functionality, because maybe there was an issue, this at least give me an idea that this is a complete continuity check on this fiber cable. It has passed my gigabit test on here, and this would be a usable patch cable between my closets or between my switches. So this is kind of like your continuity meter that you're used to using with your copper, but this is designed for fiber. So that's a quick check on our fiber cable, either patch cable between switches or cable between closets, letting us know that that link is functioning as it should.